Hello YouTube, this is the Creative Duelist here representing Team FTK, and I've been making decks creative since 2016. Welcome folks. Now before I start this video, I haven't been feeling very well. I've been very sick, so I have been pretty much absent from uploading anything, but I'm back now. I'm still kind of, rough around the edges, still trying to get over this illness, but so far I'm still able to get the deck profile rolling. Now, before I start this video also as well, is please folks, make sure you check out our Patreon, check out our tiers that suit your benefits. It helps out the channel, of course, when you donate, and of course become part of the family, of course, in terms of our Patreon. It helps us fund for equipment and of course obtain cards for our decks. Also, of course, we do have PayPal if you folks would like to donate through PayPal. That is also an option. Also, make sure you check out Inked Gaming. Inked Gaming sells a wide variety of items, such as mats, they sell keyboards, they sell mouses, pretty cool stuff. But yes, folks, without further ado, let's go on with the deck profile, shall we? Now, today I have Utopias to profile. I love Utopias. Utopias is just such a strong deck. Like, people underestimate Utopic Sexal. This card is so godlike. So of course, I'm going to go ahead and go over the card choices and all my good stuff. So starting off with the monsters, of course, I got a triple Summoner Monk. Summoner Monk is very important to play in this deck. Like, Summoner Monk makes this deck just move, being able to just get access to your level 4 monsters, so you can overlay and make Utopia. So Utopia, very important to play at 3. I wouldn't play any less. Now, of course, got a little performance engine going on. Got the triple Hat Tricker. Hat Tricker is so important in this deck because we need him so that we can help us make our link plays. Also, help us get our Utopias on the field and stuff, which is pretty cool. Because this deck is just such a good deck. It just loves, as soon as you get change tactics, you just plus all day. So the the level 4 monsters are very important. So Hat Tricker, of course, with the inherent special summoning effect, very important. Got the one Trick Clown. Trick Clown is important as well. I do play Brilliant Fusion in this build. It's a shame that Brilliant Fusion is at 1, but still, you need to play Trick Clown so we can send it off. And of course, I do have the one Damage Juggler as well, just to help us search for the pieces. So that's going to round up that aspect of the deck. Of course, got the engine for the Predaplants. Of course, got the triple Scorpio, one Cobra. Pretty standard, just to help us get our Brilliant Fusion to hand. Pretty nice. And of course, I got the one Inari Fire, and I always find it hard to pronounce its name, but it's basically the Archfiend Eater. These are just there because they're free special summons. If you control a spellcaster monster, you can just special summon them directly from the hand. Very easy to get. Spellcasters we play a lot. We play these. We play Summoner Monk. Very easy to do. It's not really a problem. I was testing out. Was it Giga? It has a weird name. It's that level 4 water crocodile thingamajig. But it just didn't work really well because its effects stated, I believe, that you must only have a spellcaster on the field or some rubbish. So it wasn't helpful in that aspect. So I took that out and just played just these two because they're so godlike. And of course, got the one Gem Knight Garnet for that engine. And I'm testing out this really cool archetype. Of course, I got the Time Thief stuff in here. Got the double Winder. And of course, I got the double Time Thief Beazle Ship. These are interesting because they interact with XYZs really well. Because if you have Winder in hand and you have an XYZ monster with materials, you can get rid of one material to special summon him from the hand. And upon summon, you can search for the Time Thief spells and traps. It's a shame that some of the Time Thief stuff kind of doesn't work with the deck. It's just this engine works really well. I couldn't play the one that's it's like a rescue rabbit, because you need to control no monsters. If it didn't have that clause, like Time Thief Utopia would have been a legit cool engine to run. Like Time Thieves Beazle Ship's good because if you want to bring another XYZ monster on the field, when you have your link monster, you can just get rid of a material to special summon in from the grave, and then of course summon a level 4, and then overlay and make Utopia. So that's why I play the Time Thief engine. I'm testing it out so far. It's working okay. I may change some things, but for now, this is just my ratio for that matter. And continuing on, I've got the double Goblinberg, pretty standard. Goblinberg is just one of your, bread and butter tools to make an easy rank 4 monster, so not much to be said there. And of course, to round up my monster lineup, I've got the double star drawing. She's cute with a little cute one. She's drawing stars, but anyway, she's just really good because she nets you a draw when she's used for a material. So that's pretty cool. So that's going to round up the whole monster lineup, folks. Okay, going on to the spells now. Of course, I've got the triple pot of desires. I've realized through playing this deck without desires is that you can brick really easy if you draw too many of your engines, or if you just draw too many useless cards, because as soon as you get YuGiOh, Utopia on the field, the rest of the cards in the deck aren't super important, so desires just helps to get to those key cards. And plus, I have Summon a Monk, so if I already burnt through a desires, I can just use desires as fodder, so I can send it and then bring out something else. Of course, got the triple generation force. This card is so good. If you control a XYZ monster, you can add one XYZ card from your deck to your hand. You can add anything: XYZ gift, XYZ reflect, XYZ tribal rivals. There's a lot of decent XYZ cards you can search. And of course, I've got the triple rank up magic Astral Force. It's so beautiful. I know I'm missing the ulti, but basically, we don't use it for its effect. We use it to summon the utopic monsters, because they require you to send a rank up magic normal spell to overlay on top of a Utopia monster. So that's why we play 3 of it, so we can see it more often. And of course, I've got the double rank up magic Barion's Force. This is for like the rank 5 like Chaos Utopia monsters. So I play that for that aspect too. And of course, got the double XYZ change tactics. We also play the generation force to search out the tactics. It's very important because tactics is literally, it's a plus card. Because every time you XYZ summon a Utopia monster, you can pay 500 life points and draw a card. You can do this as many times as you want, because you can just keep smacking Utopias on top of each other, which is so good. Tactics is just so good. I wish it never had the clause where you could only control 1. Like, if you had 3 of this, it'd be so busted. It's like a card of safe return. So that's why I love change tactics in this deck. But continuing on, I've got the double Call by the Grave. Again, if you get snagged by a hand trap, it's a wrap. The deck's dead. You can't do anything. You have no plays. Of course, got the one XYZ gift. Just there, there are situations where if you already have a nice established field and you want to draw some more cards, XYZ gift is there. 1 Brilliant Fusion standard, 1 Reinforcement to search for the Goblinberg. And of course, teching this, the 1 Time Thief hack, it works really well because during the turn, they are special summoned. XYZ monsters you control cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects, and also your opponent cannot target them with card effects, which is so good. Like, it works well. As again, if you summon the Winder can search this, so it's a nice little card. I wish it had XYZ in its name, because I would have been able to search it. Got the 1 Glorious Numbers just to help us, if we kind of got like wrecked and we can kind of make a comeback, we can just bring back a number monster from the grave and of course draw a card, and we can banish this card from the grave to target a number monster we control and attach 1 card from our hand as a material, so it's pretty nice in that aspect. Then of course got the 1 Monster Reborn and the 1 Regeki to round up the spell lineup. Now traps, very small. Got 1 Tribal Rivals and 1 XYZ Reflect. Reflect is really good. It negates anything that targets an XYZ monster, and it burns my opponent for 800 points of damage, so it's pretty cool. Tribal Rivals basically makes them indestructible. They can't die by card effects, and it turns XYZ monsters into basically a cataster. It blows up the monster after it does battle, which is pretty nice. So that's going to round up the whole main deck, folks. Okay, going on to the extra deck. Of course, I've got double Utopic Sexal. This card is so disgusting. Now, I understand why they pretty much got rid of the other rank up magic, because there was an FTK you could do with it. So basically, during your opponent's turn, you can detach material and your opponent can't activate card effects. So disgusting. And of course, I did mention the summoning effect as well. So just pitch a rank up, summon it on a Utopia, and also it gains 1000 attack for each material it has. So, and of course, your opponent cannot respond to the summon of it, so it goes through. So yeah, Utopic Sexal busted. And of course, got the one Utopic Dragon. It's not the best. It's decent because it can protect itself from being targeted. You can negate and destroy whatever it targets. But I like it for the fact that, you know, it's just it's 4K and it's a free summon. That's why I love Utopia so much. And speaking of the devil, got the triple Utopia. Very important. You got to play 3. Double lightning. Double ray. And of course, got the 1 victory and the 1 ray V here for our Baryon targets. Of course, got the 1 prime, and for the brilliant fusion, of course, got the Surfer Knight and the Seryuja for the little combo. But yes, folks, that's going to round up the whole main deck, extra deck, and the whole profile. So thank you all for watching. If you folks enjoyed this video, please remember to leave a like, comment down below. Feedback is always nice to hear. Tell me your thoughts down in the comment section, please. Check out the links down below. We do have Patreon if you want to support us on a personal level. Please check out those tiers. And of course, we do have PayPal. Please check out our PayPal and donate if you would like. It's all optional. And of course, in gaming, check out In Gaming. A lot of interesting items and assortments, of course, to get your 10% discount on anything you purchase with the code, of course, team FTK 10. Please check out those in the description. But yes, folks, Creative Duelist representing Team FTK signing out. Peace, have a good day, and stay creative.